Everybody, this is Joe Cross. Want to do a quick video on the power of influence. Leadership is influence. Manipulation is influence. Media is influence. The people that you're closest to is influence. And either you have influence over people or you don't. But the good news is you don't have to have tons of money. You don't have to have a title to have influence. You do have to be able to communicate. You do have to be able to create a message that people will be willing to listen to and follow. So anybody can have influence. But on the flip side, think about everything that you do. It's either influenced by somebody else, celebrity, media. We do certain things. I hear people say, hey, Joe, but that's what's in right now. Okay, who says? Another thing I love to see is I love watching people buy things they can't afford to impress people they don't like. But at the end of the day, that's pretty much influence. Even your own enemies influence you to do things, to try to show up, show off. Who cares? But at the end of the day, my question is, do you have influence, right? Who's listening to you? Who's following you? What kind of respect do you have in the marketplace or in people in general, right? At the end of the day, you're either being influenced by others or you're influencing others to go. And I know if you'll know the answer because it's very simple. When you talk, people listen. Or when you talk, people say, oh, here we go again. That's the difference between having influence and having none. But one thing I know for a fact is that anybody can get influence. Anybody can create it in a marketplace. Anybody can manipulate and scare a marketplace. But here's one thing I know. When I see everybody going this way, I tend to go the other way. And most of us, we tend to follow the masses. We tend to follow people in general because we're not afraid. If everybody's doing it, then it must be right. So that's a way to manipulate and influence other people. So at the end of the day, what I want you to think about at the end of this video is how much influence do you have? Or do you follow the masses? And as you heard me say before, if you continue to follow the masses, you'll continue to be broke asses.